Welcome to our Scholarship Awards ceremony. My name is Eileen Hayes, and I'm the Dean of the College of Arts and Communication here at UW-Whitewater. We would like to welcome all new students, incoming students, family, friends, and especially our donors of the various scholarships that we have. We hope that you and your families have been safe throughout this period. Even as we celebrate the students, we want to remember those who are no longer with us. They will be with us in our hearts and minds always. Our annual Scholarships Award ceremony is an opportunity for us to reflect on the core values of our college: inquiry, creativity, expression, diversity, and integrity. Thank you for your ongoing support of our students as they have continued to create, explore, discover, and reflect this semester. Our students and faculty have every right to be proud of their accomplishments this academic year. Early on, the departments pivoted to offering virtual performances. You may be aware that dance classes were often held outside last semester, and that the Department of Theater streamed digitally their performances. The Department of Art and Design held online student exhibitions, and the MAGD's Game Jam continued in a virtual environment as well. Even our forensics team continued to rack up awards throughout the pandemic. Your support in-kind gifts and scholarships makes such a difference in the lives and educations of our students. You will hear from the students shortly, but I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support of the College of Arts and Communication.
Hello, my name is Carly Wuchterl, and I am this year's recipient for the Value Award for Inquiry. As I study to become a costume designer at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, I have the opportunity to work amongst my peers in the costume shop. In that environment, we design, construct, and learn. Often, we find ourselves bouncing ideas off of each other. Typically, when someone has an idea that might seem a little bizarre or outrageous, they will preface their thought with the phrase, "Hear me out." To give one example, one might say, "Hear me out, what if we get a waffle maker?" Of course, this is a fun example, but in most cases, we use this phrase to ask about a new opportunity. With it, we have gained a lot of great experiences, such as field trips, problem-solving techniques, and greater collaboration. In my own experience, I find that when my peers inquire me about parts of my research in my design process, I have more time to develop it and make the product clearer than it might have been before. When we have the ability to collaborate and ask things of each other, we are able to build a more effective team. As a costume designer, artist, or student, one of the most important parts of any project is the research. Currently, I am in the process of designing costumes for the upcoming production of Antigone. As this is my senior project, I wanted to do even deeper research than I might have for a smaller class assignment. This included trips to the library where I was able to find books on Greek clothing. I also was able to find virtual tours of museums around the world that have large exhibits of ancient Greek artwork. Through this research experience, I found that doing more thorough research than a Google search is more effective and can elevate one's knowledge on a topic, whether that be contacting or virtually touring a museum, interviewing a professor from a different college or university, or inquiring someone who lives or has lived in the location, culture, or time period you are researching. In this case, inquiry can only elevate one's knowledge, which is one of the main end goals in a project. With COVID-19 making most social interaction virtual, there have been struggles and benefits. A big positive to having classes online and updated platforms to meet virtually, distance has become less of a barrier. Guest speakers have become more prevalent in classes as they don't have to travel in order to speak to a class. While communication can get spotty through a virtual meeting, something that has been clear from the professionals I've been able to meet in classes is the statement that there are no stupid questions. I know we have all heard this before, but hearing it from people who have worked their way through the future I strive to have, I feel it resonate a little more fully. Anxiety and other stressors can force someone to be afraid to sound foolish or unintelligent, yet without asking, there might be no way to learn the answer to the question you have. Therefore, from here on out, I'm choosing to trust those who say there is no such thing as a stupid question. I'd also like to thank my professors Marshall Anderson and Tracy Lyons, as well as the rest of the faculty and staff in the theater dance department for creating an environment that enriches student education and personally making me feel comfortable and unafraid to be curious. After all, through inquiry, one can learn many new things, develop their research, and work more effectively within a team. And hear me out. If you don't ask, you may never get a waffle maker in your workspace.
Thank you everyone for listening in today. My name is Anne-Marie Lavarada, and I have the honor of being the Value Award recipient for creativity. As the late comedian and actor Robin Williams once said, "You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." I think everyone has their own little spark. Some people rely on their logical side, where others rely on their strength, but my little spark was my creativity. And when I tell you that creativity saved my life, you don't know the half of it. When I went into kindergarten, I was very shy and struggled because I was dyslexic. I was put into the special needs class, and being in that class, I thought I wasn't smart enough. So I wouldn't talk in class, I wouldn't do presentations or interact with other kids. I knew I had these great ideas, but I didn't know how to share them. I started to realize at a young age that I had this boundless imagination. I could create new worlds just inside my head. I loved to read, write, and watch movies and realize all those were forms of creativity. I thought, that's my niche. That's how I wanted to communicate with others, through creativity. I started to write and tell people my stories. I opened up even if they were unconventional ideas. I called my brain Fire Brain because once I got into the zone, it felt like my head was on fire, ready to explode with these ideas. I wanted the same feeling when I went to college. As a communication major, majoring in public relations and minoring in journalism, I realized that I could use my creativity in real-world situations. Through UW-TV, I announced the NCAA game. Through PR, I wrote press releases. I got to film stories that I created as a child. But the best part was there were students just like me that had the same drive to be creative, that focused on creative storytelling to share their story. I wasn't the odd person out anymore. I was home. One of my fondest memories at UW-W was when I joined the UW-TV staff. I got to work creatively alongside my fellow students and friends. I was given the opportunity to be the first female color to announce Whitewater's football team's games. I got to stand by my best friend and call the NCAA a first round game. To me, it was telling a story through my words, giving the fans the feeling like they were inside that game. I will always cherish that moment where my words were as powerful as that football game going on. Being creative has led me to so many opportunities in my life. It has helped me learn to share my ideas and communicate with others. It has helped me accomplish my goal of becoming a storyteller through broadcasting, public relations, and anything else I want to do. The little girl who could not share her ideas because she thought they were different now has lit the match and embraced it. We are all storytellers in our own way. Creativity can be felt as much in the brain as much as the heart. Far too many students stay inside their shell, and far too many don't feel that spark. So it's time to light the match and set your brain on fire, because creativity is what makes us who we are. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Salem Rady, and I'm the recipient of our college's Value Award for Diversity. I'm a third-year student currently majoring in MAGD with dual minors in computer science and Japanese language. As a disabled, queer, non-binary, or trans person, diversity has always been very important to me. To me, diversity means recognizing our differences and celebrating them, rather than pretending they don't exist. My life experiences will always be different than someone whose birth certificate has said male from the beginning. That recognition is something I've had to fight for and work really hard for. The person who helped me appreciate diversity the most would have to be my mother. She was an educator, and she loved what she did, and she loved promoting diversity. I remember being really young, 6 or 7, and whenever we went to McDonald's through the drive-thru, and they'd say, "Do you want a boy toy or a girl toy?" My mom would always say, "Well, it's not a boy toy or a girl toy. It's a Hot Wheels or a Barbie." And obviously I was mortified being a child, and I think I still would be if she did it again. But I understand the message she was trying to get across, and that mindset has really carried with me into adulthood. My journey of self-discovery started almost 10 years ago, and I wouldn't be who I am without it. It's hard to say how I knew I was trans. Many people struggle with gender roles, identities, and identification, and I think it's natural for people, it's only human nature to want to classify how they see the world. The best way I can explain what it's like for me as a trans person is this. Imagine you're you, and you wake up the next day, and you're in a body completely different than your own, and people are calling you a different name, different pronouns, but you know who you are. You've been the same you inside all along. That's how it feels. To many trans people, myself included, that's our experience. It feels like knowing yourself in a way nobody else does. Diversity is really important because it recognizes these journeys. I'm really glad to be a part of the arts department where diversity is quickly becoming the standard. To be able to look around my classrooms and see people of all ages, genders, races, it really fills my heart with joy. The feeling of being able to relate to someone in your field is incredibly important. Many people will never know the emotions that come with being a unique person in the classroom, having to explain my pronouns, having to explain what it means to have disability accommodations are always going to be uncomfortable. But when I'm in a diverse program such as the arts, that burden is lightened considerably when there's teachers who understand what I'm going through or even identify like me. That really means a lot. That's why diversity is important. It has the power to make people feel less alone. Not only that, but I truly believe having a diversified team makes any project better. For example, I'm a media arts game design student, and say I was working on a video game. I know that I would be able to portray a transgender or gay character in that game better than my straight cisgendered teammates. Diversity makes for varied and interesting media. Diversity is something we will always need to strive for, and it's as easy as listening to what marginalized communities have to say. Society needs to recognize and include people of diverse backgrounds in every way possible. Only then will people have the chance to feel fully recognized and valued. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak today, and thank you for listening.
Structural integrity. The ability of a structure to support a load, including its own weight, without breaking. I know this is the College of Arts and Communication, not Architecture and Communication, but as it turns out, this secondary definition of integrity is more important than I initially thought. First, let me back up a little. My name is Jasmine Kosher. I'm a fifth-year senior studying music education. In my time at UW-Whitewater, I have loved being a part of the Symphony and Chamber Orchestras, the Chancellor's Quartet, and our student chapter of the American String Teachers Association. I am honored to receive the College Value Award of Integrity. When I think of integrity, the first thing that comes to mind is a story from high school. I was at my first ever job at a restaurant washing dishes and bussing tables when I found $200 in cash beneath a booth. I turned it in right away, assuming someone would come back looking for it. Sure, that story demonstrates integrity, but that was 7 years ago. I wondered if I really deserved this award, if I couldn't think of anything more recent. But then it became clear. My integrity is not just one action or memory. It's a guideline, and it's present in all that I do. I can now see integrity in my student organization involvement. When I became the president of the American String Teachers Association student chapter on campus, I knew that my responsibility was to uphold the high standard of the presidents before me. So I made sure to improve upon all that I could and seek new opportunities for the org. I'd ask myself, how can things be better, easier, or more clear for others? The same goes for my work in the music department office, as Dr. Dugan and Kat can surely attest. Before today, I never would have thought that these examples demonstrate integrity. To me, it's just the right thing to do as an employee and a leader. But that is integrity precisely. The firm adherence to a code of moral values. I've identified 4 main ideas that have helped me understand what integrity is and that guide me to be better every day. 1. You need to define what empathy and altruism mean for you. Before you can start doing what's right, you need to discover what right is. 2, you need to practice self-reflection. I've learned as an educator that self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools for growth. 3, you must be consistent, but don't be afraid to fail. Earlier, I described the concept of structural integrity, but I didn't tell you one key detail. In engineering, structural integrity includes the study of past structural failures in order to prevent failures in future designs. Understanding your failure is just as important to this kind of integrity as it is in constructing a building. It's how you create a strong foundation. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, Zuko's Uncle Iroh tells him that he must assume the throne of the Fire Nation and describes his nephew as, quote, an idealist with a pure heart and unquestionable honor. In disbelief, Zuko replies, unquestionable honor? But I've made so many mistakes. And Iroh says, yes, you have. You struggled, you suffered, but you have always followed your own path. You restored your own honor. As I look ahead to entering the field this spring, I know that I will struggle and make mistakes too. But if I've learned anything from my time at UW, it's that I must always stay true to who I am. 4, integrity is something you need to find for yourself. As long as I carry the value of integrity with me, I know I will find my way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dawson Babcock. I'm a senior instrumental music education major at UW-Whitewater, and I just wanted to say thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you.
My name is Nick Anderson. Thank you for my scholarship and for helping my education be possible.
My name is Liz Kislinger, and I wanted to say thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you for your generous contributions to scholarship funds.
My name is Janaea Notek, and I want to thank you for my scholarship.
Hi, my name is Brandon Terwilliger. I just want to say thank you to the SHUS Scholarship and the Music Department Scholarship. It was a big financial relief to my family and I, and it allowed me to focus on my education.
You have helped make a difference in my education with your generous contributions to the UW-Whitewater Scholarship Funds, and you have helped make my education possible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alden Swanson, and I want to say thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your generous contributions to scholarship funds.
My name is Nicholas Soul, and I want to say thank you for my scholarship.
You helped make my education possible.
Thank you for my scholarship.
You really made an impact in my education.
My name is Jackie Carper, and I want to say thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you so much. You're making what I do possible, and I can't thank you enough, so thank you.
My name is Deanna Deal, and as a scholarship recipient, I would like to thank you for your generous donation to scholarship funds.
You have made a difference in my education.
My name is Tessa, and I want to say thank you for my scholarship.
Hi, I just want to thank you for making my education possible through these scholarships.
I received these 2 scholarships upon my arrival as a transfer student to UW-W, and I would like to say a deep and humble thank you to both donors. Without your contributions, I wouldn't have been able to continue my education. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Maddie, and I'd like to thank you for your contributions to the Scholarship Fund. Your generous gift has made my education possible, and I couldn't be more thankful for that.
You helped make my education possible.
Hi, my name is Libby Black-Krause, and I want to say thank you to all the donors who have made my education possible.
Thank you.
Thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you for your generous contributions to scholarship funds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You help make my education possible.
My name is Allison Keller, and I want to say thank you for my scholarship.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Trevor Kufis, and I just want to say thank you for your donation to the scholarship that's making my education possible. I am an instrumental music ed major here at Whitewater, and it's awesome that you are helping me live out my dream of being a band teacher one day and making it a little bit less stressful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your generous contributions to scholarship funds.
Hi, my name is Brooke Peterson, and I just wanted to say thank you for your contribution and scholarships to my education. I'm loving my experience here at UW-Whitewater, and without you, I wouldn't be able to continue my education.
Hello, my name is Emily Amernick, and I am one of the very grateful 2020-2021 scholarship recipients. I would like our amazing donors to know that their generosity is the reason that I'm still in school. It's the reason that I am still able to continue my education through the COVID-19 pandemic after I lost my job and I was tasked with paying for my education by myself. So their generosity has helped me an incredible amount, more than I could ever put into words, but I am so excited to be able to continue my education here at UW-Whitewater and to keep creating art and to look forward to the upcoming semester. Thank you.